So speedrunning is massive on YouTube, and if you guys don't know me, I've been a massive fan of speedrunning content for years. Channels like Summoning, Salt, Carl Jobs are some of my most watched channels. As you guys have seen, I've watched an awful lot of these videos. I've been watching EDQ for a couple of years, so I decided, you know what? With it booming and the fact that I enjoy it, why not try to see if I can speedrun? But unfortunately, I play a game called NBA 2K21. It doesn't really seem like much of a speedrun game. So I looked at speedrun.com to see, was there any games that, you know what, I might be able to speedrun. However, lo and behold, NBA 2K21 has a speedrun page. There was no 2K20 as far as I'm aware. We broke a 2K19 world record. And looking at it on NBA 2K21, there were two records I felt I could very easily beat. A lot of them had nobody that did any of the records, but 50 points and 757, I knew I could beat this. Blacktop in 151, another record I knew that if I was anyway half decent, I knew that I would be able to beat it. So, we start off with one of our runs right here, and I do something really dumb by putting it at 6-minute quarters, which instead of 12-minute quarters, which was not a smart decision at all. And a few times, like if I lost a tip ball, I reset. If I miss my first shot, normally I reset. It's all about just getting takeover. Hit three shots with Curry, basically, you'll get takeover. And I still, to this day, don't have it completely optimized. Like this run right here was my first like full completed run. One where I didn't have to reset, and I missed a lot of shots. I don't know what the most optimal way of playing defense is, whether it's letting the opponent score, going for steals, because you always do risk a foul. And look at this, I didn't realize I had action replays on, but I had after basket cuts set to often, which was one of the worst decisions ever. Like, you're literally wasting 2 seconds after every single basket. Like, you're wasting a good minute because of that. And I'm still not shooting well. I am not shooting well at all in this run. But the big thing is just get a takeover. Get your 3 shots with Steph as quickly as possible. If you can find a way to get a bunch of half-court steals, and I think that if people start taking this run more seriously, that's where the massive time save is going to be. Rather than letting your opponent score, being able to get those steals in the half court. If there is a way to glitch the AI into throwing the ball into your hands, you're going to see records being absolutely smashed. But right now we're on okay pace. Like, we have 27 points after 4 minutes. Considering the record is about 8 minutes, we're really not doing great. However, we definitely pick it up in the second half of this run. We really do pick it up. In the end, we're starting to hit some shots with Steph. Obviously, once they call it timeout, which is an absolute killer. Like, timeouts are wasting the guts of 15-20 seconds, which obviously a quarter of a minute. But Steph, again, we start to line up a little bit here, and we know we're getting within the record. Like, the record's 8 minutes. We have 8 points to get, and we have 2 minutes to get it. It's an obvious one. It is an obvious one that we are breaking the world record right here, but I still didn't like my time, especially with the after basket cut set to often. It was kind of an annoying time. So we're coming up on the 7-minute mark. My whole goal, like, throughout this whole thing was break 7 minutes, because like it's 7:57 was the record. I was confident I could break 7, and unfortunately we didn't here. We missed it by a little bit. A fadeaway shot there by Steph Curry, and in the end, 7 minutes and 13 seconds. Well, 13 and a half seconds was our time. Not the worst time in the world by any means. Like, there were definitely there could have been worse times in that, but I still feel like I can definitely break 7. And we went on to our second run. Like, again, after the first run with the basket cuts, I knew that I was probably going to go and break my own record again on another run. Like, this world record is there to be taken. Like, I think sub 6 is possible. I really do think sub 6 minutes is possible. I don't think sub 5 is possible because of like the timeout RNG. Like, if you get perfect luck, with your opponents throwing the ball into your hand, if you get perfect luck with timeouts, maybe 5 minutes is possible. But I think right now, with the current strategies we know of, let's talk some speedrunner lingo. I think that sub 6 is probably the gold standard. But as you guys can see here, we're halfway through 2 minutes and like 50 seconds. And that's a timeout as well. Like, 27 points after 3 minutes. But we really have a bad second half of this game. Like, we turned the ball over there. Like, that's wasting 20 seconds nearly, which is a pity. So a score there, like, we should have 33 points by now. We should be in a little bit better state. And yeah, we just kind of slowed down the second half of this run. But still, like, we've so much time to save over our last run that it doesn't really matter. Like, I know for a fact, I'm thinking here now anyway, that I'm going to comfortably win it. I'm got takeover with Curry. We hit those 3 shots to get him takeover. So if we can just hit some shots, we're good. A missed fadeaway there. Again, like, I feel like I got a minute and a half, so I'm definitely going to sub 7, but they call another timeout. The timeouts are killer. Like, that's the best part of 30 seconds that is wasted. And, like, I got 1 timeout in my first run, and I got 2 in this run. Like, if you get no timeouts, you're saving the best part of a minute. So I just got quite bad luck. That's a terrible shot there by Steph Curry, though. Normally, the CPU can't really guard Curry slides, especially on pro difficulty. And I just felt in general that there was just a lot of things I felt like I did on this run that really weren't, like, needed. I made a lot of kind of dumb defensive plays. And I took a lot of dumb shots. Like, I can just Curry slide into an open 3, even though I was taking a lot of, like, higher degree of difficulty shots. Like, there was no need to take fadeaways, because what you save, like, you save a couple of frames, you save like a fraction of a second, and also significantly decrease your chance of hitting a white. But unfortunately, we fade. We do not break 7 minutes. 7 minutes and 2 seconds. Our goal was to break 7. Unfortunately, we could not do it. But at the end of the day, like, we still broke a world record, so I can't really complain. And there's also obviously more room for it to be broken. So we are now the world record holder in the 50-point category in NBA 2K21. And lads, all I'm going to say is I was so bad at this one. The blacktop challenge actually took me longer to complete than the other challenge. Like, it was absolutely pathetic. We were trying to find who to use on defense to get the most shots over. I couldn't use Curry with the button. I was using the stick. I tried meter off. I tried meter on. I put on not Jason Tatum. I put on Damian Lillard, and I legitimately had absolutely no idea what I should do. I tried different defenders, and I just couldn't. I couldn't even get to. You needed 4 shots to green. Like, 4 shots to green. Once we got to 8, then I was pretty confident I was finishing a run. But it took us the best part of 15 minutes to get the run. Like, we even played against the bona fide scrub, the guy whose literal name is Scrub himself, and we couldn't break the record against him. So, like, this is on really, really fast speed. Like, I spent about the best part of 20 minutes just resetting runs after like 3 points, which was not fun. But eventually, we went to Steph Curry, and we played against Raul Neto, and we actually got a run to finish. Thankfully, we finished a run. Like, we greened those 2 shots. Again, if you hit your first 4 shots, you are in great shape. Especially with this world record. The world record is 2 missed shots. So if I can hit my first 4 shots, it's very unlikely that I lose the world record. Or even though I hit 4 out of 5, I was thinking, you know what? Like, the world record, what's it, like 150 something? I think it was 151. Like, it was a more than doable thing, but I go and miss that shot. Like, that was literally a world record shot. That was a world record shot, because this run is basically split into 2 parts. Once you hit those 4 shots in a row, everything's easy. Like, it is very tough to miss once you've got takeover. Like, if you're missing with takeover with Steph Curry on next gen, it is your own fault. And we were in pretty decent shape right here. Obviously, we got 1 miss, and Steph was just lighting it up from here. So I'm sitting here confident. Like I'm like, okay, I'm pretty good. You know what? I think we're going to break the record by about maybe 5-10 seconds, because again, there was 2 misses, and there were a few situations where the guy who they were playing was missing, was like playing slowly, but we go and miss again. And Raul Neto takes the ball out so slowly outside the 3-point line. So this is going to be a tight one. This is going to be a really, really tight one. Steph goes and greens that shot right there. Okay, we're on 16 points. We have 20 seconds to go. And he hits a big white right there. Okay, we need 2 more shots. We have 11 seconds. 11 seconds to do it. Greens it. We got 6 seconds. We need a score from Raul Neto, and we need a score. And we got 2 seconds, 1 second. Unfortunately, we don't break the record. 153, which is annoying. But then, I'm like, you know what? I'm very, very confident. So, we literally go and have to reset. We reset after our first try, and then we go again. We miss our first shot, which is a disaster. An absolute disaster.
So we actually green to start it off. But as you guys can see, like we have like, what's it, 2 failed runs. And we are right back. As you guys can see, I may or may not finish a run right here. But you guys can see we're doing pretty well. Like we're starting to green. Like I was pretty confident at this stage that it was only a matter of when, not if I broke this record. Like I was nearly 20 minutes before I could get to 8 points. Before I was able to hit 4 shots in a row, I was just struggling that bad with my timing. And that was really done right there. I actually played defense there. I think I slowed down Neto by about 3 seconds there. And again, if you look at the last one, 3 seconds is the difference between my time and the record. So we're in okay shape here. We're in all right shape here. And then we go and miss with take. That was one of the most shocking things that happened. Like, I just assumed at this stage that I was going to make almost everything with take. We go in green right there. We're still on track. Like, a minute in, we have 12 points. Basically, I make everything from here on out, and nothing ridiculous happens with Raul Neto. We break the record. And I go and miss again. It's going to be close. I think I missed this one because, again, we played a little bit of defense there on Neto accidentally. So I don't think I have much of a chance. But you just never know. We get some good Neto RNG. If he goes to the basket quite quickly, we still have a chance. So Steph goes and hits a big white right there. And it's looking unlikely here. We're on 16 points. We got 131 to go. Green that. And we've got 17 seconds left to hit 2 shots. Raul Neto goes in and he misses the open layup. So, yeah, unfortunately, that is a reset. Like, too little, too late, lads. Too little, like, oh, it was just not a fun time, these couple of runs. I was seriously considering going and splicing together a run to get onto that board because, you know, I did deserve that world record and I do have the skill level needed to break the world record. And as I show by 2 greens right there by Steph Curry, we start off well, like 2 greens in a row. We'd done that about 3 times before this. 3 greens in a row. I'm pretty sure this is only the first or second time we had ever greened 3 shots in a row, which is a shock on next gen. Like, it was a bad performance by me. That's all I'm gonna say. I did quite badly here. In those 20 or so minutes where I couldn't hit a shot. So now we've got 5 greens in a row, and I'm confident at this stage. I'm not only triggering green machine, I've got takeover. So it's a case of Steph Curry's release, I'm pretty sure it doesn't get straight arms either. So it is literally a case of, on pro difficulty, me being able to hit one of the biggest green windows in the history of 2K consistently. But we've greened every single shot. And also Neto appears to be attacking right to the basket. I think it's just sprinting off to the right wing with Steph Curry seems to be working wonders. It means Neto doesn't like mess around with the ball too much and he just boosted to the basket right there. So we are way ahead of the record pace right now. We are way ahead of record pace. We're out here 18 points, 1 minute and 16 seconds. We're not on like 130. We are so comfortable right now. Run to the side of the basket. Neto takes a little bit long to go to the basket, which is a little bit annoying. But we're here. We can miss 2 shots and we can still probably break this record. A big shot by Steph Curry, 131. A record by 20 entire seconds in a sub 2 minute record. In a sub 2 minute like category. Like that's a solid world record. It's definitely beatable, but you will literally just need luck on your side on getting your opponents to score as quickly as possible. But yeah, we are now the world record holder in not 1, but 2 world records in the NBA 2K21 speedrun category. The blacktop world record, as well as the 50 points world record. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I know after making this video, my records will not even last a day. Someone is going to break them, and I hope they do. Because you know what? As someone who's a fan of speedrunning, being able to do something competitive other than playing competitive myteam, which I don't necessarily enjoy that much, might actually be a little bit of fun. So I challenge all you guys to break my records, and I know for a fact at least one of you are going to. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm popping. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's robbing. Tyson with the fade, not the air, my hands rocking. When I link with ball point, you know it's not.